Good morning. Welcome back to the Daily Fitness Show with Dominique Jay. I am so glad to see that you come back for more. I hope that your morning is going fantastic. I hope that you are doing well, that you slept well, that you're on your way to do something productive. Let's go ahead and get started. So, I was thinking about it, and all week I started the show off with "Don't You Hate It When," right? So I thought I would switch it up today and say, "Don't You Love It When?" Because positive mind state produces positive results. So why not go the other way and make it all the way positive, right? So I want to talk about something that I absolutely love. When you're working out, you're working really hard, and you're like, you don't even think about it anymore. It just becomes like secondhand nature, and you going at it every day, whether it's eating healthy every day, or it's going to work out every day, or it's a combination of both. You're meditating, whatever it is that you need to do to center yourself. It's working out. You've been consistent. You've been very disciplined. And then you wake up one morning and you see a taste of the results of what you're striving to be. Isn't that the most beautiful thing in the world? I swear, this morning, I felt like I woke up skinny. I felt like my skin was clearer. I felt like my mind was very focused. And it all is a result of what I've been doing up until this point. My rule of thumb is that today is a reflection of 3 weeks ago. So if 3 weeks ago you was on top of your game, then it's going to look like it today. But if you're on top of your game today, 3 weeks from now, you will be even more on top of your game, and it'll look even more phenomenal. So I hope that today was one of those days for you when you woke up this morning that you looked in the mirror and you said, you know what? I'm damn proud of what I've been doing for the last 3 weeks. Here we are, and if not, you can change that today. So, speaking of today, today's another leg day for me. And my regimen on Wednesdays is basically plyometrics and then a heavy squat. And the reason why I do plyometrics, which some of you may or may not know what plyometrics is, let me back up there. So plyometrics basically is jumping and motion workout for the legs. It's really like high intensity cardio, if you will. I learned about it when I was playing basketball in high school, and they had us jumping over cones and doing all this stuff to kind of build agility. So I'm really prone to stick to the things that I've already been taught in basketball or in any kind of like offset training. So with plyometrics, the thing that I love about it is that it keeps your heart rate up. It's a very challenging set of workouts, and it gets every part of the body working, right? So an example of plyometrics would be like if you work out at a gym and they have like the short box, and then they have a box that's a little bit bigger than that one, and then they have like another box, like they kind of look like steps when you put them next to each other. Those are probably used for plyometrics. The little step up that you build for classes that you may take at your gym, those also could be used for plyometrics. Basically, anywhere where you have to jump up or you have to use effort to get from the ground to that next level can be used for plyometrics. So one of the things that I do in my workout is that I do step-ups, like high step-ups with a barbell on my back, because the regular steps on the Stairmaster are great, but I want to get that full range of motion so that I make everything work a little bit harder. I also do like jump-ups, so with both feet on the ground, I just jump straight up, no running start, no none of that. That way I can really focus on all the power that it would take to go from the ground to the next level. Another thing that I would work on is agility drills with the ladder. They call it a ladder. You can basically use anything, or you can use nothing at all. That's the really cool thing about the agility workout. So basically, what you're doing is you're training your fast twitch muscles to react, which in turn helps smaller muscle groups develop. So, if you've ever seen someone do like what I always call football drills, where you're moving your feet in place and then you move left and you move right, those things have to do with your agility. It really helps with your balance, which is definitely a workout for your body, for your core especially, because that's where you get your strength in your balance, and for your mind, because I know my balance personally is not all that fantastic, but the agility drills definitely help, and it keeps my focus because it's so hard for me to do sometimes. So anywho, back to these ladders. Basically, there's a few different drills that you can look up. The ones that I like to do have to do with my sideways motion, because sideways motion to me is a lot more difficult than forward motion. It goes against how the body normally moves, so I like to go sideways, doing like quick feet in and out of the ladder. Sometimes it'll just be sidestepping, but I mean, there's just so many different drills that are out there, and I'm definitely going to be making some YouTube videos for you all this weekend so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about. That way you can go out and try it for yourself, whether it's at your gym or it's at home. That way you can kind of see and feel what I'm talking about. And I promise you, if you put 1 day of plyometric type workouts into your regimen, my God, you'll start seeing results like crazy fast. Because that was one of the things that I implemented early on and realized, like, yo, this is really burning a lot of fat during the workout. So, but anywho, moving on. Today, I wanted to help with more ways to really burn fat during a workout. Because one of the things that I ran into when I first started losing weight was that I was so used to just doing set things that I kind of plateaued. And my first plateau was the hardest plateau, because trust me, there's several plateaus that you endure when you're trying to lose weight, right? So my first plateau was at 220. That plateau is like the hardest plateau ever, because I'll still be losing water weight and I'll still be losing fat, but the muscle makes it to where it just all stays the same, and it's like very frustrating and whatnot. So here are 3 things that I added to my workout to help burn more fat. The first thing is jumping jacks in between sets. So I always tell people to lift weights. Always. Because lifting weights produces muscle. Muscle helps burn fat. It helps you get the look that you're going for. And it's just freaking phenomenal. So I do jumping jacks in between sets, regardless if I'm doing arms or legs or whatever. And I normally do about somewhere between 15 to 25, depending on how much energy I have that day. But the jumping jack keeps the heart rate up. It gets all the body moving. And jumping jacks are great for your butt. I don't know if anybody's ever told you this. So, not a lot of people know that jumping jack helps with that outside part of the butt. It's great. So, who doesn't want a better butt, right? The second thing is drop squats. So, in the middle of a workout or in between sets, I do what's called a drop squat. And basically, it's a squat that is quicker. It's not as slow as your regular body weight squat where you just kind of go down and come up. You tighten your stomach up and you literally go down to touch the ground, come up, and then go down to touch the ground with your other hand. So if you can imagine it, you're standing straight up. You go down to your squat. When you're going down, you put your left hand down to kind of tap the ground, then you come up, and then right hand repeat. It's awesome. It really helps with keeping the heart rate up. And again, squats are just all around awesome, especially when you engage your core, when you tighten up your stomach while you're doing it. It is phenomenal. And last but not least, mountain climbers. And mountain climbers are one of those things that when you're tired, oh my goodness, they're super hard to do, but they're so well worth it because they work out your abs, they get you shoulder strength, and they also keep the heart rate up. So for those who don't know what a mountain climber is, you get down on all four like you're going to do a plank, and instead of planking and holding your position, you bring your knees up like you're running on the ground. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So that's been the Wednesday workout boost and today's regimen. Please, please, please be sure to follow us on Twitter at Daily Fit Show. We are also on YouTube under Daily Fitness Show. And you can send all your inquiries to dailyfitnessshow@gmail.com. I love hearing from you guys. And it's been absolutely phenomenal just seeing you all online and getting some feedback. And it's just great. We're actually at our first 56 followers on Twitter. Yay! Thank you guys so much. So exciting. We had a few followers for the show yesterday. So if you like what you hear and if you want to hear more, make sure that you follow us on Spreaker, because then you'll get updates on when we go live and you can just find us easier. That way you don't have to be digging around for the information on where to find us at, right? Want to take this time out to give a shout out to some of our Twitter followers. Standardized Health at STD Health. They're actually really dope. I checked out their page. They have like some hacks for beauty and fitness, so make sure that you check them out. Healthy Living. Hey, thank you so much for following us. More Muscle Mass. Really appreciate it. Fitness Hacks 101. Thank you so much. And CrossFit Tone. You guys are absolutely amazing. If you're not following us, go ahead and make sure you follow us at Daily Fit Show and get your shout out on tomorrow's show. Alright, so we're still looking for fitness buffs and enthusiasts who want to be on the show. I'm going to be reaching out to some of our Twitter followers just to kind of see who will be interested in getting on the show and talking about their areas of strength. Because it's really important that we share information that we have and that we've obtained in our own trial and error, so that other people can benefit. I really think that it's important that we all have this information at access, and that's part of the reason for the show, is that I really want to make sure that I give you guys all the information that will prepare you for this journey. If you're just starting, or if you're already in it and you need help with, whatever it is that you're going through, I want to make sure that this show provides you that help. So if you know anyone, or if you are someone, make sure that you hit us up, whether it's on social media or if it's via email. Hit us up. Let's go ahead and get that going. All right, so today's Le Struggle is centered around knees. So I've heard a lot of people say that they can't do something because they have bad knees, or they're afraid to start working out because their knees are bad. And sometimes it's with individuals who are more heavy set, and I've run into a couple people who weren't heavy set who had knee issues. Now, I definitely understand your pain. I have two knees that they have a mind of their own, so some days they are wonderful. They work with me, they do everything that we're supposed to do, we get it done. Other days, not so much. So, what I wanted to cover today is some workouts that you can do with bad knees, and kind of what I've done to rectify